Okay, as you guys can see, the mic's back. I just couldn't get the old handle onto anything, so I was using my phone instead. But training's done. Did 77 and 67% for the week. My body weight went from 82 to 85 kilograms, which was a big jump. I believe the majority of that jump wasn't because I've gained a crazy amount of weight. In fact, I'd say I actually look a bit better this week than I did last week. The reason why there's such a big jump is most likely just the creatine I've been taking. Creatine is making it so that I'm retaining more water than I'm probably going to be wanting to, but that's not that big of a deal. When it comes to training, the numbers went up like I'd expect them to, and overall, how I found all of the training sessions wasn't that different to how I found them the week before. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, those were really easy, and Saturday that was medium, moderate intensity. It's just those hip thrusts. They really just seem to be taking a lot out of me. Hip thrusts naturally take out a lot from my system because I'm moving more than 200 kg. And believe it or not, when you get to really big numbers in the gym, you struggle more with putting the weights on and off than you do actually moving the weight. I don't care if this is hip thrusts, squats, bench, or any of those. Once you start getting to like 200 plus, people that I've met have always complained about removing the weight than I do actually doing the sets. Because you've already done the sets, you've already fatigued yourself, and now you have to move 200 kg of weight before you can move on to your next exercise. It just takes a lot of you. So my recovery for the week ended up just going moderately good and then just dropped down at the end. I have it down that I was really strong. Then I went to feeling really recovered midweek. But by the end of the week, I was drained. And I would say, I remember Saturday well. I went into Saturday's training session and I felt great. But then I did the hip thrust, removed the weights, and felt so bad. So on Saturday, I actually auto-regulated my back extensions, which is really just me saying, oh, okay, I've done this much of the session, or I'm going into this session. I don't feel good. I'm going to do what I can do on the day instead of what I've planned out to do. Because if I do this type of stuff moving forwards, this is what's going to allow me to take less deload weeks because I'll just auto regulate on my bad days. So I won't have to worry about saying my body is snapped. I feel bent and I need to just take a week off, then come back again. Not have to worry about that, just decrease the weight and keep going. And I don't have to worry about deloading. Other than that, something that I wanted to talk about was the fact that my supplements, I've changed some of them. Not so much changed, but added. I'm now taking collagen. I've got my vitamins A through E. I've got my ashwagandha, but I'm also going to be taking collagen moving forward. The purpose of collagen is to make it so that your tendons can grow back better. Without collagen or lack of collagen, your tendons don't perform well. And as a sprinter, my tendons are like the number one thing I actually care about because the reason why we're in the gym is for injury prevention and to improve your tendons. It's not so much to build muscle or strength. Strength and power is obviously great, but what's the point of all of that if the main intramuscular mover is weak? You're not going to get very far beyond the first 10 meters, which is why bodybuilders and Olympic weightlifters and powerlifters, well, the elites anyway, can run world-class times for the first 10 meters. But the second you drag it out to not even 100, but to 60, nothing really happens for them. Along with that, I would say that my goal of regaining my strength in the gym has returned. Reason being is whilst the weights haven't gone up by much, I can feel that they're moving really easy. They're not moving as hard as they were the week before. I'm doing the weights and I'm not really struggling. There were some exercises that I've been doing last week and this week where I was just saying to myself, well, this is just not hard at all. For example, when I had to go and do the pull-ups, that was light work. Some sets for the dips, that was also really easy. There's just a few exercises that I just find relatively easy and there's not much of a struggle. The hip thrust, though, still a bit of an issue, but not as big as it was the first week. For example, for the first week, there would be sets where I struggled to get through all 5 reps. Whilst in the second week, once I got into momentum, I was able to get through the 5 reps. Last week, I didn't manage to get through any set without having to drop the weight and go again, I'm pretty sure. But this week, there was only one set, but it could have been 2, or maybe it was 2, that I was able to get through with 5 reps, no break. Well, it wasn't really much of a break, it's just the weight dropping, but I was able to hold tension is what I'm really trying to say. Beyond that, everything's going great for me so far, and I just hope that we can keep this moving into the next week, where potentially we could be seeing some better things for me in the gym. And it's the final week for my first training block, so we want to just be as powerful and explosive as we can be when we need to be, so that when we start the next training block and when we actually start the true training, we can actually be moving the way I want to be.